Hey community group leaders and teachers, I hope you all are doing well, having a fabulous day. Hey, I am excited to share this week's Leadership Minute. This is one more tool that you can have in your tool belt to lead more effectively. Throughout this month, we're going to talk about prayer and look at ways specifically that prayer can help build momentum for our groups and build momentum for us as individuals. But today, I want to begin by talking about prayer as a predecessor for revival. I've been spending the last few months doing a lot of research on revivals that happened in American history and revivals that have happened around the globe. And at least in the last few hundred years, while there are several things that are in common, the thing that is the most common between all of these different revivals was prayer. God started to stir something unique within individual congregations to start praying as individuals that they would be right with God. That God would do something within them to point out any flaw, anything that separated them from Him, anything that wasn't right, wasn't holy, or wasn't lined up with Him, that God would point that out and help them to get right with Him. Then they would start praying for their pastors or leaders, that God would use them to preach the truth boldly, that God would use their messages to pierce the hearts of people that would show up on Sunday mornings, and God would ultimately stir people to surrender to Him. Then they started praying for their family, their friends, their neighbors, people they knew that were far from God, and they asked God to do what only He could do. So I want to encourage us this month, and specifically this week, begin a pattern of prayer within our groups that focuses both inward and outward towards cleansing our souls, asking ourselves, and maybe encourage your group to pray Psalm 139. Search my heart, O God, test my thoughts, point out if there's any anxious way in me, lead me in the way everlasting. So if there's anything that doesn't line up with God, we can line that up with God. We can surrender those things to God. And then also spend some time praying for people that you know or people that your group knows that are far from Him. As we pray for God, as we go to our knees, I believe God will use those prayers to stir something within ourselves and stir something within our community so that people far from God will surrender to Him. I hope this is one more tool that's helpful for you and your community group. If you have any questions about this, please reach out to me, reach out to anybody on staff here. We want to support you and give you more tools to grow and help your group grow and flourish. I hope you have a wonderful day, friends. Hey, thank you so much for joining. Blessings.